Everyone loves treasure, right? Some people have devoted their lives to finding these mysterious wonders of the world. What if I told you that some of the world's rarest and most valuable treasures can still be found today? This is Ash Media, here to count down my list for the top 10 lost treasures that have yet to be found. Number 10. The Golden Owl of France. In April of 1993, a man going by the name of Max Valentine supposedly hid a golden owl in the countryside of France, challenging the citizens of France to find it, in return offering 1 million francs to whoever did. Valentine gave 11 clues leading to the location of the priceless piece, but has never been found since it was hidden. Multiple treasure hunters have attempted to locate the whereabouts of the artifact, destroying concrete and even burning down a chapel in pursuit of the golden owl. Sadly, Valentine died in 2009, and it's unclear if whether the owl is still definitely hidden. Number 9. The Amber Room, Germany. In 1716, Prussian King Frederick William gifted the Russian Caesar Peter the Great with a room which walls were crafted from amber. The walls were very elaborate and even hailed by some as the eighth wonder of the world. In 1941, the room was stolen by German soldiers and had disappeared completely by the end of the Second World War. As of today, nobody knows if the amber wall still exists and if it's able to be found. Number 8. The Treasure of the Knights Templar. The Knights Templar were a secret society whose true purpose remains a mystery, or is at least vigorously debated among scholars and historians to this day. The Templars left behind many clues of their actions which have been passed down through generations, hidden in ancient manuscripts and discovered by archaeologists in the modern era. Legend says that at one of the sites of the Knights of Templar is a treasure which is priceless and questioned to exist. Number 7. The Lost Treasure of the Alamo. Jim Bowie and Davy Crockett were two of 188 men who fought of the powerful Mexican army of Santa Anna and died doing so. One thing that I bet you don't know is the legend of the gigantic San Saba treasure was supposedly buried somewhere on the grounds of the Alamo. The treasure is said to contain millions of dollars of gold, silver, and religious artifacts that were initially supposed to be used to build an army and pay for the upcoming war. Not a single trace of the massive fortune has ever been found. Dutch Schultz's stash, New York. Dutch Schultz's was an infamous crime boss in New York's underworld and amassed an empire valued at $20 million a year while he was in his prime. Dutch was consistently hounded for tax evasion and was eventually caught and indicted by a grand jury. Before things got too hot, Dutch managed to pack his fortune into metal boxes and hide it away in the Catskill Mountains, with the intention of getting it when he was released. Knowing that mob bosses tended to lose their empires when they went away, Dutch kept the location secret so that he could quietly recover his treasure and start a new life. He was eventually acquitted of his charges and set free, but was gunned down soon after. On his deathbed, Schultz's incoherently rambled about his treasure's location, but it has yet to be found. Number 5. Victoria's Parliamentary Mace. The Parliamentary Mace was a symbol of the office of the Speaker and the constitutional rights of the people of Victoria. On October 9, 1891, it vanished. Parliamentary engineer Thomas Jeffrey was seen running from the building that afternoon carrying a package that matched the description of the artifact. Police also found tools in his home that matched markings on the display case that had been forced open during the robbery, and yet Thomas was able to avoid imprisonment for lack of evidence. Though the mace had little intrinsic value, the reward for its return stands at $50,000. So treasure hunters who want to make Parliament very happy while making some easy cash might start the search somewhere near the Maribyrnong River in the suburbs of Melbourne. Number 4. City of Paititi. Many legends surrounds the lost city of Paititi. It is said to be the location where the ancient Incas desperate to hide their treasure from marauding Europeans, stored all of their gold. Due to its location and relative obscurity, the city gradually became synonymous with the legendary El Dorado. The two eventually became one mythical location where one lucky explorer could find endless riches. Whether Paititi is simply another version of El Dorado or a real city in its own right, or if either of the two are real at all, remains to be seen. Number 3. The Pashala Necklace. The Pashala necklace was an item of rare beauty designed by the House of Karcher in 1928. This gift had 5 rows of platinum chains adorned with 3,000 diamonds. The necklace itself was recovered by a Karcher representative in London over 50 years later, but it was missing its most impressive jewels. Among them were the Burmese rubies and the De Beers diamond. Karcher restored the necklace as best they could, using cubic zirconium and other less expensive gems. The original, which is believed to have been dismantled and sold by the Maraharos family members, would be worth 20 to 30 million US dollars today. Number 2. Tanto Me Kunimitsu. In the missing collection of Japanese swords, a 13th century Tanto sword signed Kunimitsu. The owner died and the agency was not notified when the item became a very highly valued inheritance. As with so many pieces of its kind, the agency believes the owners are not aware of the policies in place to manage its location. They plan to start visiting the remaining owners on a regular basis to keep tabs on their whereabouts. The sword is incredibly priceless and has yet to be found since it went missing. Number 1. The Oak Island Money Pit. From the beginning of the 19th century onward, many companies formed to begin their own digging expeditions into the pit, each discovering more evidence and attributing new theories to the region. Errol Flynn, John Wayne, and Franklin Roosevelt were at one point each involved in the hunt and held their own theories as to the pit's contents. Whether the pit is a natural sinkhole, a booby-trapped pit filled with gems, or one of the world's greatest follies may forever remain a mystery. 2010 and final treasure hunt was initiated, found nothing, and the government passed the Oak Island Act, banning all commercial treasure hunting on the island. However, in 2011, a new Oak Island Treasure Act invited the hunt to continue, with permission granted from the Minister of Natural Resources. Thank you guys for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. If you didn't, you know what to do also. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.